The four Hindu yugas are the Satya Yuga, the Treta Yuga, the Dwapara Yuga, and the Kali Yuga. Who and when was the four-year concept introduced among the Saivites, the colonies of Siva? The Yugas concept was introduced by Caucasian settlers and some astrayed groups from the natives to exploit the senior generation of Kumari people. Remember Mithra's secret society and the concepts of cosmopolitan cities introduced by the native king in power? The Quran calls those Sivan bloodlines as astrayed people. Let's read the lies created by the syndicate that were created by the syndicate to fool the Saivites in the name of Yugas and Karma. How many years ago did each Yuga, Satya, Treta, Dwapara, and Kali Yuga start? They say that the commencement of each of the Yugas is as follows. Kali Yuga, 5,000 years. Dwapara Yuga, 869,000 years. Treta Yuga, 2,165,000 years. Satya Yuga, 3,893,000 years. After 427,000 years, Kali Yuga will end and another Satya Yuga will commence as the Yugas are revolving in cycles. As per the Caucasian Brahman concept of the Yugas cycle, the Saivites have to suffer for another 427,000 years.
Of course.
खत्म होने वाला?
नहीं, अब तो बहुत टाइम है इसको.
कोई आप डेट दे सकते हो रफली कि कब स्टार्ट हुआ था?
It was 18th February 3102 BC. तो 5,000 साल हो चुके हैं और अभी 4,27,000 साल और बाकी है बस.
Yadum, Oore, Yavarum, Kelir. This is an English translation of a very famous piece by Kaniya Punkundranar. I would like to bring this to the attention of the senior clan and want to read the poem.
Yadum, Oore, Yavarum, Kelir. Tidum, Nantum, Peradharabara. Nodalum, Tadidalum, Avator, Anna, Sadalum, Puduvadu, Ante, Vardal.
Its translation. The world is my town, and its people are my kinsmen. Good and evil come from within, not from others. Pain and respite emanate from within. Neither death is new nor life. Note down the face. The good and evil come not from others. The Saivites are blaming the Caucasian settlers for their downfall. But the truth is that good and evil come to a society or clan not from outside but from within. The senior generation's king is Sivanthe Pandya. God gave them the authority to run the administration of the earth. God educated Siddha Siva, alias Sikh, by giving him information on all subjects in written form. A written form of the Tamil language was given to the Pandya by God. Everything started with the Pandya Sangam, which these Caucasian outsiders call the Satyugam. From Sivan, the Pandya bloodline, some astrayed that phase of administration, let's call it Kalyugam. Greater Kalyugam is the phase of administration done by outsider policies. Quran chapter 1 talks about three modes of administration, namely 1. The Pandya Sangam, which the Quran calls Sirtul Mustaqim, is given to God's appointed servant, the favored one, Siva, alias Seth. The Pandya Sangam is Satyugam of the Caucasian Persian Brahmins. The kingdom of God, as spoken by Bible thumpers, refers to the Pandya Sangam. The Khalifa system, which Muslim sectors talk about, also refers to the Pandya Sangam. 2. From the Sivan bloodline, some astrayed from the straight path. They introduced the concepts of militarism and cosmopolitan cities. Mithraism's secret society was started by some astrayed group from Sivan bloodline to end the God-guided path, the old mode of administration. They further introduced the cosmopolitan city, which is based on friendship, Mitra concept, where friends outsiders are given importance while clan members are left aside. Let's call this phase of administration the Sivan bloodline Kalyugam. 3. Quran chapter 1 says those who have earned God's anger. Remember, two people have received God's anger, one from a demon race called Lucifer, who later became Dark Lord Kalipurusha. The second to receive God's anger was from Adam's children, called Cain. Cain was the first Antichrist. The coming of Antichrist means the bloodline of Cain settled among the Pandya colonies. Around 3000 BC, some Caucasian settlers from the bloodline of Cain settled among the Pandya colonies. This marks the beginning of the coming of Antichrist. Around 550 BC, the Caucasian settlers of the Persian Empire came into power after defeating the Babylonian Empire. This marks the beginning of the four beastly regimes, or the age of Kali Purusha. Bible Daniel chapter 7 talks about the four beastly regime and the administration of the four beastly regime for a long period of time by outsiders. Let's call this phase of administration by outsiders policies the Greater Kalyugam. The question comes, when will this Greater Kalyugam end? As per the Caucasian Brahman concept, there are still 4,27,000 years left for the Greater Kalyugam to end. Does the Holy Book say the same? As per Bible Daniel chapter 7, the age of the beastly regime ends when the Son of Man comes. The question arises, who are those four beastly regimes? The four beastly regimes are 1. The Persian Empire, 2. The Sunga Empire, 3. The Ottoman Empire, 4. The devil from Najd, the kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Further, as per Quran chapter 15, verses 36 to 42, Lucifer dies when the day of the time well known. That time well known is the coming of the son of a man from the bloodline of Sivanthe Pandya. That day, Kalipurusha dies. That Pandya will be given the title of Kalki, meaning one who ended the Greater Kalyugam. The kingdom of Saudi Arabia is the last beast. They are investing in India in agro-industries. They want to take away the Sivites, the Siva colonies, agricultural land. Knowing the enemy and their moves is the first sign of victory. Protect your Kuladevam. Protect your identity. Sivites can defeat the enemy, but first they have to identify the enemy with
Yadum, Oore, Yavarum, Kelir. Deem, நன்றும் பிறர்தர வாரா. நோதலும் தழுதலும் அவற்றோர் அன்ன சாதலும் புதுவது அன்றே வாழ்தல்.
The world is my town, and its people are my kinsmen. Good and evil come from within, not from others. Pain and respite emanate from within. Neither death is new nor life.